And welcome back to Crypto Hulk program. Today, the world is not doing so good. I think that's pretty clear. But they've tried everything: beer flus, lock-ins, shutdowns, everything you can imagine, scaring people. They're gonna have to drive this plane right into the ground to get the phoenix to rise from the ashes. We've got quantum computers. They're popping up. I'll tell you what, I've never heard more about quantum computers in the past month than I have for ever in my whole life. Okay. This country, that country. Elon Musk is helping these different various countries all get their quantum satellites up. Like something's going on, right? I think we can kind of feel this. You can see it. If you watch this program, I don't have all the answers, but I sure notice a lot of stuff going on with this quantum. Every day, I'm seeing this quantum computer stuff pop up. Never before, past month, daily. Quantum computer this, satellite that. Elon Musk comes out with this. Oh, some other country now sees it as a threat. And like, they're getting everything set up. As long as you're mentally ready for the drama that's going to happen, they're going to allow some kind of a hack to happen to happen or something like that. They're going to allow for it because we have to we have to have a global economic crisis. Okay, it's got to be globally. It's not going to be just in the United States. It's going to be all over the globe. I almost feel as if the quantum computer is going to be used to hack some key countries. And then those same computers and the satellites are going to be used to save us, right? Just like everything's going to go bad, but then crypto is going to come around and save us. Like all the economies are crashing. Banks, some of the banks, it was looking like they're going to report record profits. They're at least shutting down all the banks, right? So you're thinking, oh man, but these people are going to be so rich. You know what? I haven't been in crypto or investing that long, just 4 years now. But I've noticed that it's kind of like something really bad happens before something very good happens. I've seen this, like the dips before when it goes up, these kinds of things. To me, I don't trade. I'm not putting it down. It's just I don't. I look at fundamentals, fundamental use case, right? And then I look at who are the people that made this crypto. Well, the Bitcoin, we don't know who made it. I mean, that's not scary, right? Oh, you're an investor, you're gonna invest in something. Okay, so who's the team that made it? Well, we don't know. That's not something a reasonable. See, I worked in law enforcement most of my career. I'd have to look at what would the reasonable, prudent person do or say in this situation. You know, if I see somebody acting in a certain way, that's not common for everybody in this situation. But why is that person acting differently? See, that's how I would locate people of interest, okay? And say, hey, you, come here, right? I'd see these things. When I look at the global financial, all the rich multi-trillion-dollar companies and stuff, and they deal with business. They deal with facts. They look at numbers. You cannot go into a Merrill Lynch, BlackRock, Vanguard, Grayscale, go in there and say, hi, I represent a company. I'm not going to tell you my name. I'm wearing a mask, by the way. This is Bitcoin. I represent this company. We don't have an 800 number. I can't tell you who made it. I can't tell you the history, but we have this thing that's just really cool. It goes up and down in value. You can't predict anything about it. And they'll be like, you know what? Get out of here. Security. Get this loony bin out of here. Okay. But for some reason, somehow, all these investment companies are going to be dealing with this thing that we now call the Bitcoin ETF. Simply amazing. You've got a situation in business where they don't know who, what, when, where, or why. They know nothing at all, and yet they're going to sell it. And the government's okay with it, right? Gary allows it. Do you see how now working in law enforcement all these years? I didn't work a ton, like in different areas of law enforcement. Um, I'm just like, what? This is not possible. Oh, but the business people just gloss over it. See, that's how I know the government's got to be into it, because how is the government allowing a mysterious thing that we call Bitcoin to be sold? That's not possible. That's not consumer protection, right? How, see, this is how I know the government, all these people are involved in some dumb shit. Because I'm looking at, okay, no 1-800 phone number. We don't know who made it. We don't know anything about it. We don't know the history. How does a government agency register with Bitcoin to know that they're gonna? I mean, this whole thing's ridiculous. There's no way a Securities Exchange Commission. Listen to this. I mean, this is just common sense. Why is no other channel talking about this? Because my name is Crypto Hulk, and I talk about stuff. We logically think through things. We just question. We don't have answers, but we question things. How is a government agency? I'm just asking a simple question. This doesn't take much intelligence to answer. How is a government agency like the SEC, who registers business? Remember, he says, come on in, register with us or talk with us and all that dumb shit. How is a government agency like the SEC, that's based on consumer protection, that's based on registration of a company, that's based on investigating companies for consumer protection, okay? How do they allow something to be sold when we can't even discuss who made it, who sold it, who invented it? There's no 800 number to call, no website. Like, how do you, as a regulator, regulate something that's not regulatable? You see what I'm saying? Like, this shit makes no sense. And I don't hear about any other channel discussing this. I'm just asking questions. I don't have the answers. I'm just trying, as a regular, average, intelligent person, trying to figure out, now, how are they allowing this to be sold when we don't have any information on it? Like, how is that investor protection? That's what tells Crypto Hulk bullshit alert goes off, right? So I can't invest into something. I just have simple questions. Is there a brochure for this company, or can I look at the website and study it to see? There's nothing at all. Can you imagine this? Like, just think. That's what we do on this channel sometimes. We actually do think, but just think, like, how is this allowed to be sold now? Like, nobody knows who made it. I don't know. What do I know? Maybe I'm just thinking too much, right? My name's Crypto Hulk. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm clueless about this whole Bitcoin thing. Don't do anything I say in this program. We're going to get into some stuff. Um, don't buy anything I tell you to buy. Just think about stuff. That's all I want you to do. I'm going to bring up stuff. Just think about it. All right. Michael Gilbert, thank you for that donation to the channel. I confirm the U.S. Bitcoin ETF has zero effect on the Canadian ETF price. I have not done a deep dive into Ripple's financials. I'm not familiar with that is. And you know what? I only want to know so much truth. If you start digging too deep, you get in trouble. All right. So there's things like I don't want to know. I'm not saying anything about Ripple's financials. I'm just speaking in general. All righty. Let's go to this global economy. I want you to see how they're getting everything ready and prepared for a black swan. That's what's going on right now. Here, this is from CNBC. Global economy is set for its worst half a decade of growth in 30 years. The World Bank says this. The global economy is on course to record its worst half decade of growth in 30 years. They're starting to paint a picture now of the world's having problems, okay? They're starting to get people that don't have any idea about a black swan. They're starting to get them warmed up to this idea. Global growth is forecast to slow for the third year in a row in 2024. Without a major course correction, the 2020s will go down as a decade of wasted opportunity. This says the World Bank. The global economy is on a course to record its worst half decade in 30 years. I keep repeating these things. Growth is then. Now, listen, remember how I told you there's something about 2024 near the end of the year. There's something that just looks like, and I'm going to keep bringing it up, but I just want to show you this is just what it looks like to me. But it looks like 2024 is the year to get everything set in place and to be ready. We have an election in January of 2025 in the United States, president. And then I think around 1, 2, 3 months later, boom, stuff takes off, okay? Because here's what it says. So they're talking about all this bad growth and this and that. And then all of a sudden they say growth is then expected to rise in 2025. See what I'm saying? Like, I keep showing you over, I don't have proof. It's just, I'm telling you what they're saying. So, growth is then expected to rise marginally to 2.7% in 2025. So basically, growth, right now, we've been on this down thing for the past 4 years, going down, down. But all of a sudden, growth is then expected to rise in 2025, just like I've been telling you, right? Okay. It's just my little hunch. And despite the global economy proving resilient in the face of recessionary risks in 2023, increased geopolitical tensions will present fresh near-term challenges. The organization, the World Bank said, the World Bank says this, here we go again, leaving most economies set to grow more slowly in 2024 and 2025. More than they did in the previous decade. So I'm just seeing this. Another example of Crypto Hulk. When do you think we're going to get rich? Well, this is just another example. The World Bank is saying 2025. And I've showed you probably at least 8 or 10 of these. I'll keep showing them over and over. It's going to be 2025. We're going to see an uptick. 2020. I'm just telling you, I've been seeing this shit already. I know how stuff goes. You have a war in Eastern Europe, the Russian invasion of Ukraine. You have a serious conflict in the Middle East. Escalation of these conflicts could have significant implications for energy prices that could have impacts on inflation. The bank warned, now here we go. The bank warned that without a, quote, major course correction, Black Swan? Then crypto to come in to save the day. Wouldn't cryptocurrency taking off provide a massive course correction in 2025? Yeah. Yeah, Crypto Hulk. Now I'm starting to see what you're thinking about. The bank warned that without a major course correction, the 2020s will go down as a decade of wasted opportunity. What I'm feeling this is my speculation, but from what I'm reading, we have 2 indirect hints at something's going to happen in 2025, and then they start talking about a major course correction. Hey, you know what? I already know what these people are talking about. They don't need to come out and say it. Hey, everybody, where crypto is going to explode in 2025. So for all you people that have low IQ, here's your sign. We can write this down on a poster and we can post it on a poster if that helps you figure this fucking shit out. Okay. It's pretty clear these people are going to use a crisis and then the crypto to bring us out of whatever problem we got in 2025. That's what I'm saying. Let me I'm kind of looking through this article. I'm not going to read all of it. Near-term growth. um, However, it added that there was an opportunity to turn the tide if governments act quickly to increase investment and strengthen fiscal policy frameworks. Okay, so to spark an economic recovery, this is the second to the last paragraph of the article. To spark such booms, developing economies need to implement comprehensive policy packages to improve fiscal and monetary frameworks, expand cross-border trade. Well, we know one crypto that's about cross-border trade, that's for certain. And financial flows, improve the investment climate, and strengthen the quality of institutions. I think I'll end that article there. I think it pretty much gave us a hint that we can expect economically to do better in 2025. And I've just seen that over and over, and I totally agree with them on that. That's for certain. Let me check the comments. Grant, thank you very much for that donation to the channel. Grant's been a member for 5 months. This channel and its members are the best. Thanks for the awesome adventure, Hulk. No problemo there, buddy. Big T showed up late, but had a little donation there, so we're gonna let that just slide. Oh, Nina still says 2025 is the deadline for banks to all be ISO compliant. Okay, now that's starting to make some sense right there. 2025. Michael Gilbert, thank you for your donation there. Blade Runner, welcome to the 2024 Crypto Explosion by Joe. Oh, who showed up first today? Oh, wait, all these. JC returns, upgraded. Mao Pow, upgraded. Terry Day, upgraded membership. WE, upgraded. Kenneth Channer, upgraded. Mist is here on the channel. Guns Donovan, upgraded. Mikhail, upgraded. Ian, upgraded. Sir 45er, upgraded. Henry Brown. Has anyone ever? This is from Henry Brown, the legend around here. Henry Brown. Has anyone heard of California exit tax? I kind of heard something about that. I live in this state. It's probably some kind of communist program that when you get woke and realize that Democrat will get you broke, then you try to leave California and they somehow try to take more of your shit on the way out. Apparently, it's either law or becoming law, and for what I read, it's coming to other states as well. Yeah, it's kind of like when you realize the fact that the Democratic Party was lying to you for all these years. Then when you try to like leave, then they try to like take all the money you got before on your way out. It's kind of like what the United States does. If you live in another country and you're a US citizen, you still got to pay the US tax even though you don't live in the United States. Like what kind of fucking shit is that, right? That's the communist states of America. Henry Brown. We must endure the black swan in order to get rich. Got that right. Yurt Dog upgraded. So the first person on the show was Gotcha Gotcha, Yurt Dog, MKP, and then TK. We'll throw in Victory V and then GO along with that. S. Harib, thank you very much for that donation. Appreciate that. I see all your comments. And I see you on the show there, buddy. Matt XRP, member for 10 months. Thanks for keeping it real. That's part of the deal. You guys support the channel. I find news that's real and important. I try to show you the direction that I'm seeing that things are going. And we lock our stuff up in a Faraday bag, hardware wallet and stuff. And we just have to keep aware of what's going on with the news. And that's what I do. I don't do the hype dumb shit. Grant, thanks for supporting this channel. Appreciate that. Absolutely. Let's go to the next article. Oh, you're going to love this one. Now, this one, I have to be careful because even though I live in America and I'm using an American platform, if I mention the Red Dragon country's name, just somehow the channel starts glitching and twickering and then they turn it off. It's amazing. It almost makes me feel like I'm living in a Red Dragon country. I'm glad to see that they can call shots from the other side of the world on social media. I'm glad that they have that. It makes me feel safe. Here's the article here. SpaceX launches first direct-to-cell satellites. Now, this is a first. Oh, by the way, delete your YT app today because they are really doing a number on this channel, blocking people from watching it. Like, I could name 10 things I'm not getting into. Delete the YT app and reload it. It's time for a reset, all right? Do that before the show ends. Preferably just do it right now. Right meow. But you have to reset that thing because I've noticed some bad stuff happening in the channel. I'm like, wow, they're really coming after it. They ease up for 2 weeks or 3, then they always come back every like 3 weeks. So Elon Musk and these satellites, Starlink, I was telling people 4 years ago about this. When I first started this channel, I was talking about we're going to have all these satellites going up, just like this. What's interesting, now there are satellite phones, but they tend to have these big old antennas and all these things, and they're super expensive. But what Elon Musk is going to do is set up these satellites, which he's doing now, so we can all be tracked every second, everywhere we go, anywhere on the planet. It's wonderful, absolutely brilliant for end times conspiracy people. This article is super short. It's going to take me like a minute. In a significant stride towards revolutionizing global mobile connectivity, SpaceX's Falcon 9 rocket successfully launched 21 Starlink satellites from Vandenberg Space Force Base in California on Tuesday evening. Among them were the first 6 Starlink satellites equipped with direct-to-cellular capabilities, effectively serving as space-based cell towers. How will the collaboration between Starlink and MNOs impact the global accessibility and reliability of mobile networks? What potential challenges and regulatory considerations may arise as space-based technologies become to integrate or become integral to terrestrial cellular networks. They're asking a bunch of questions here. How is this going to impact the world, technology, policies, this, that? It's a very awesome picture to look at this space shuttle rocket doing what it's doing, ready to. And this is just amazing when I look at this stuff, the picture they got here. But your next article has to deal with the Red Dragon country. The Red Dragon country sees this as a national security issue. Let me show you this. Yeah, put your phone in a Faraday bag. True, totally, exactly right. JB Cryptkeeper 11 upgraded. Hoo-wee. Smoking. 4K ready. So here's this. Elon Musk's Starlink satellites threaten the Asian Red Dragon's national security. Let's read this article. And I have to speak in code because this platform here just won't allow me to talk using the words that I want. The Red Dragon country on Tuesday announced the alarm that American spacecraft manufacturer SpaceX launch of next generation satellites pose a national security threat. The Elon Musk helmed company initial batch of 21 satellites equipped with a direct-to-cellular payload are the first over 800 planned for the first of the year. Oh my God. Whoa. He's going to release 800 of these suckers just this year? Damn, that's a busy boy. Though there are currently over 5,000 Starlink satellites in orbit, this new variety will effectively function as a cell phone tower, directly transmitting signals to mobile phones, even in those in remote dead zones. Now, here's where the Red Dragon country comes in. In an article published in the Red Dragon's People's Blank Army Liberation, Freedom, really? People's Freedom Army? Like, do they have any freedom over there? Like, okay. Official news outlet said SpaceX's plans to launch 15,000 satellites as part of Washington's Starshield program will lay the groundwork for a rapid closed kill chain by the U.S. military. Newsweek reached out to SpaceX and the Department of Defense with separate written requests for comment. Last fall, the Pentagon awarded SpaceX a contract to develop its end-to-end Starshield network. The company says this military-purposed version of Starlink will initially be responsible for tasks including observation. Oh, you mean like the balloon that the Red Company was flying around the United States that Joe Biden did nothing about until the very, very end. After they took pictures and video of all the important, sensitive stuff, then and only then they shot down the balloon. But it was kind of late. They already had all the reconnaissance information. But then that wasn't a security threat at all. Pentagon awarded, the company says, military. Oh, this military purposed version. So there's different version of satellites. So now we know from this article that there's a military version of Starlink as well. And it's going to be observing the world. It says observation and worldwide communication services. So the government can communicate with everybody. Oh, So maybe if the United States wanted to send all the almost billion people living in the Red Dragon country messages on their phones, then we could bypass that government and just send all these people messages. Hmm. I can see why they're getting a little flustered over there. These capabilities will serve as a crucial lever for the US to achieve space dominance. The People's Liberation, I'm not going to say army mouthpiece said. The authors also warned Space Shield low orbit satellites will be capable of conducting suicide missions against the space assets of other countries. The authors of the piece added that this will have a significant impact on strategic stability in space, intensify the space arms race, and adversely affect space security and governance. So, all this stuff, basically, what the Red Dragon country is saying is all these satellites are just bad, bad news. Okay. Just, just thought I'd paraphrase that for you. Meanwhile, the United States sees geopolitical rival Red Dragon country as a serious threat to its operations. So, what we got is Red Dragon country saying that the USA is a threat, and then the USA is saying that Red Dragon country is a threat. Okay. Well, I'm going to show you a little something right here because the United States worked with that Red Dragon country like 10 years ago and still is, and showed them all about the crypto. Because I'm going to show you this right now. Here's an article. It's it's a Crypto Hulk video, actually. What a surprise. It's about a minute long. I want you to go to the 44-second mark. 44-second mark. Now, we all know that Ripple's an American company dealing with crypto. But at the 44-second mark, why do we have a Ripple logo and it says Ripple and then Red Dragon Country? Can anybody explain that one? Why is it that no other channel on the internet, why is it no other channel on the internet is showing you this right here? I'm just curious, right? All these people got 3, 4, 500,000 million subscribers, 5 million. Why can they not show you this right here? I'm just wondering. Because they don't care to show you it? Because they can't find it? I don't know the answer. I'm not purporting to know the answer. I'm just asking the question. Why am I seeing a Ripple logo with the word Ripple, Red Dragon, Asian country right there as partners? I see it down below. If I hit the play button at 44 seconds, what else do I see? I see Ripple, Red Dragon in another way. It's all the same. So now we got two incidences of connections with Ripple to the Red Dragon country. I'm going to focus it at this video. Yeah, that's the end of that video right there. So see what I'm saying? Like, if we're really threats to each other, like think about this now logically. Just we read an article and I showed you a video. Now we're going to kind of take it in and process it, okay? If the Red Dragon country is really a threat to the United States, why did we help them create Ripple Red Dragon country? They show the logo of Ripple with that country. But I thought we're like enemies, right? See, this is where the bullshit meter goes off with Crypto Hulk. Do they want us to think now who they are? I don't want to really necessarily discuss who they are, but I'm just trying to show you something no other channel has shown you except mine. Okay. Because that's what I bring. I bring a channel where we can talk about things that no other channel can because they can't even find what we're talking about. Okay. I'm showing you two world superpowers that worked together 10 years ago when I thought we were enemies back then. See what I'm saying? None of this stuff makes sense. World's a stage, says Big T. So this is what I just wanted to show you with this. You got the Elon Musk dropping all these satellites into space. Then you got the US allegedly trying to do all this secret stuff. And then you got the China. I'm sure they probably are, whatever. Maybe, maybe not. Then you got the Red Dragon country doing the same. Like, it's just, I just want to know why Justin's son, the guy that invented Tron, who used to work for Ripple, why was he the point man? Why would he go back and forth from here to the Red Dragon country? I've already shown the evidence on this 20 times. How would that Justin Sun guy be allowed by our government to hook up the Red Dragon country with crypto and to get them all set up with Ripple? Like, this doesn't make any sense. So again, when Crypto Hulk worked in law enforcement, I look at a situation, and if it's not making sense, then that means you have to investigate. And when you investigate, you find out that United States did in fact help the Red Dragon country get all set up with crypto. So why do you do that with an enemy? Or are you enemies? Or do the people really in power want us to think that the Red Dragon country is our enemy? Is it the people that are bad? Is it the government that's bad? I don't have answers. I'm just showing you things that just don't make sense. All right. All right. Let's go to the next. Oh, you're going to love this one. This also doesn't make sense. And it's because they have a plan that we don't know about. And they're trying to accomplish something that doesn't make sense to us. Now let's look at this article right here. Regulated, tokenized US treasuries are coming on chain, just not in the United States. So what we have is this. United States treasuries, they're tokenized, they're putting it into crypto. United States treasury bonds, or whatever these are, they're being regulated and they're being turned into crypto and they're being sold, but not to Americans. Like, what the hell is going on, right? Digital asset liquidity provider Enigma Securities. So now they're called securities. These are crypto securities. They've partnered with Circle. If you know anything about Circle, Circle's a stellar partner. Okay, the crypto XLM, which you need to buy. Enigma Securities are partnered with Circle backed tech company Open Trade to bring US Treasury bill backed yield products on chain. This product will be available to Enigma's institutional clients, not normal people, just institutions, through their existing over the counter trading desk setup. Listen to this. According to Jeff Handler, the chief commercial officer and co founder of Open Trade, except for Americans, the estimated annual yield for these real world asset backed products are between 4.5% to 5%. This allows Enigma's clients that are not Americans to unlock this stable. Oh, so they get a stable, predictable yield, but people in America don't get that, right? Is that how it works? Oh, brilliant. Absolutely love it. Let's read here down below. It says Franklin Templeton's Benji product, which uses the Stellar blockchain, being far and away the largest at 331 million. So in that paragraph, it starts off Enigma Securities will not be the first company to offer tokenized United States Treasury bills. Are you hearing me? They've got crypto United States Treasury bills that we cannot buy in America. What do you think about that one? And it's run on Stellar. This section here says a growing interest in real world assets. Now, here we go. Crypto Hulk, what are the two biggest things we're going to need to have to be rich? Global crypto regulations. I've been saying this for like a while. I've only been saying like 3 million times. Global crypto regulations, right? The next one, global world tokenization, real world asset. You take a real, like a house, tokenize it, a business, tokenize it. What's going on right here? You're taking real world United States Treasury bills and tokenizing them, which means turn it into crypto, and then they're selling them in a fund. Okay. But you can't be in America to buy it. So you're using United States Treasury bills, turning them into crypto and selling them, but not to Americans. And it has a stable value, but Americans can't buy it. Is that what you're saying? Pretty much, yeah. Okay. And then you start thinking, well, damn, Crypto Hulk, that doesn't make any fucking sense. Yep, I know. These latest real world asset backed products will be available in Enigma's client base in Europe, Latin America, and Asia. US investors will not be able to purchase these offerings. What? Do you see what I'm saying? There is something going on to keep Americans down, even by our own government. That's not my opinion, everybody. That's just facts. They're taking our United States Treasury bills, turning them into crypto, selling them into as a security, and Americans can't get in on that? Like, what kind of fucking shit is that? And our government says that's okay. That is that article right there. Still can't make sense of that. Let me look at the comments. Okay. Next article. Turkey. I've got three fairly quick articles. We're going to end the show in about 10 minutes from now. Let me do a copy and a paste. I want you to see something no other channel has again. I'm going to show you where Ripple's going to take off first. Now, America's going to be last. This is all planned because once America takes off, we're going to shoot right back up to the top again. But they got to make it look like America's not with it. We're in chaos, confusion, and all these things. It's to distract people because they want you poor. The other see, look, these other countries are poor, so we've got to get them hooked up with crypto. America's rich. If you know about crypto, you're going to be like me and go out and just buy whatever you can. Poor countries don't have the money to buy. So what we would do if they greenlighted America and Europe and stuff like that or whatever, but if they greenlighted us and said, "Oh yeah, crypto's a thing," we would go out and buy the crap out of it, and then these prices would be super high. So they've just got to keep the prices down. Sue Ripple, create confusion, call cryptocurrency drug money, like dumb shit like that. So here's an article about Turkey. Turkey nears the final stage of crypto regulation. Let's stop for a minute. Like, the United States is so massive. We invented all this crypto, and yet, now tell me if this makes sense because the bullshit meter is going off. How is it that Turkey is getting near the final stage of crypto regulation to ensure safety and reduce risks? Turkey's Capital Markets Board will oversee crypto exchanges, similar to traditional finance. Um, let's scroll down through here. I'm going to cherry pick the rest of this article. It's very tiny. Crypto has been one of the preferred investment vehicles for Turkish citizens as their currency. Capital Markets Board will oversee. Turkish Minister of Treasury. Here we go again with the Treasury. Crypto Hulk, who do you think's going to have the Ripple escrow? The United States Treasury. I've been telling you that from day one. um, Turkey's Minister of Treasury and Finance, Mehmet Simsek, told a local news outlet that they are working on the final stage of crypto regulation. Very, very interesting. Crypto. So what I'm showing you now, I'm going to show you a direct Ripple connection to Turkey. This is an exclusive, very exclusive, Crypto Hulk only. So what they're doing is they're trying to have crypto exchanges to have founders and managers. I want you to think about this. Think of Bitcoin right now. Turkey is going to have regulations. Crypto exchanges must comply with certain minimum operation obligations. Okay. Number one, you have to have a founder and a manager. I want you to think about all this stuff now. Bitcoin doesn't have a founder or a manager that we know of. So the answer is they don't have any. They have to the crypto that they regulate has to have organizational obligations, capital requirements, and IT infrastructure obligations. Bitcoin has none of these. Our main goal with crypto asset regulation is to make this area safer and to eliminate the risks. I'm going to, it looks like 12% of Turkey right now, the people use crypto. 12%. Now I want to show you the proof that there's something called Ripple Turkey. We do a copy paste. No other channel has this, by the way. Copy and a paste. Wait, hold on now. We've got AOG. Drops a red one. Pretty serious move right there. Thank you very much for that. Let's say that's a wake up. Wow. Very grateful for that. Robert Driscoll, great deep dive Hulk. Thank you very much for that. Now, I got the Ripple Turkey website. If you go to the 31-second mark, now this video is 1 minute and 15 seconds long. If you go to the 31-second mark, you'll see something that's, oh, look, it's Ripple Turkey. Has a couple people's names or something here. And this is, I think, 2014. I'm playing the video. And when you click on it, it says coming soon, and then it says Ripple official site. Okay, no other channel has shown you this proof right here. What I'm showing you is like a 2014 snapshot. This was an actual site. I don't know how well developed it was. You can click on where it says Ripple official site. So yeah, I've shown other videos of that, and you can click on it, and it takes you to a Ripple page where it shows the first German bank that was a Ripple partner. I can't really say the name because then they start jamming the channel up, but you can go find it on my little short list of videos there. Why this is important is because Turkey is going to shoot up first with crypto. All these countries that I've been showing you the evidence on, Ripple, I mean, China, Russia, Turkey, New Zealand, New Zealand, Australia, Brazil, all these countries, and then there's more. I can't get into it right now. I'm showing you this now because that's where crypto is going to take off. Okay, they're going to be like hubs. Turkey's going to be major important in crypto. Right now, you're like crypto. Oh, it's a little country. Like, oh, it's going to be massive. Okay, because they were chosen 10 years ago. That's why I show you all these articles from like 10 years ago. Because right now it's all going down. Look, Turkey's ready to have crypto regs. America's not even ready. I've never even heard anything about Canada, for God's sakes, right? But all of a sudden, this little podunk country, Turkey. See what I'm saying? Lastly, here's the last article, the broadcast for today. Turkey again. I want you to see something here. Here's an article right here. Turkey's CBDC trials enter the second phase. Decision is possible by the year's end. Here we go again with the end of 2024, right? Like I told you, I want you to notice something. Everything, and I mean everything seems to be going down, like to be all put in place by the end of 2024. Here's this Turkey CBD trials. Decision is possible by year's end. Here we go again with that same end of year stuff, right? Makes me ask the question, well, what's going to happen early in 2025? I think that's when we get rich, all right? um, It talks about it on New Year's Eve. The central bank, Republic of Turkey, released a report on the first phase of its CBDC. I'm not going to read the article. I just wanted to show you Turkey is getting very close to having a CBDC by the end of the year. And then that way, when they turn on the green light, whoever they is, the world leaders, they turn that green light, and in 2025, I say late spring, that's when everything takes off. Matt 59754, thank you very much for that. listener supported channel. And I think that'll be it for this morning's show. Um, the greatest tool of misdirection is to look here and there, is to look here, not there. That's true. Thank you, Hulk. Today says meatballs. All right, that'll do it for this particular broadcast. That's what I saw today in the world. A lot of Ripple partners, secret Ripple partners that I showed you. I bet with the GOAT in Crypto Hulk, we animals trust. All right, I'll see y'all. I'm more than likely going to make another show tonight. It might be 6:30 to 7:30, possibly somewhere in that area. It might be a later one today, around 7:15, 7:30. Not quite certain. Although it could be 6:30 as well. So anyhow, that's it for now. I'll see y'all in my next broadcast.